What's going on, guys? Before we get started with this video, there's a couple things I need to say to you guys. Don't expect this to be a super exciting video. It is more of a planning and talking video. I know some of y'all complain about that, so before we get started, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of disclaimer. I don't want to hear it at the end of the video that I didn't do anything. And then also, secondly, I wanted to say we've been spending a lot of money, and y'all know what that means. I want to thank Black Wolf for sponsoring this video. What is Black Wolf? Black Wolf is a men's wellness brand helping men look and feel their best through their skin, body, and hair care products, and they're kind enough to sponsor the channel today. Their products are made with the best active ingredients to help clean, soothe, and hydrate your skin, plus they're vegan. Now, I've been using their product for about 2 to 3 weeks right now, and what I like about it the most is it smells good, but it's not too like foo-foo smelling, if you know what I mean. Like us guys out there, like, you know what I'm talking about. Some of the stuff is just like so ridiculous, it smells like somebody in middle school is wearing it. It's definitely not like that at all. It has a nice subtle smell to it, and it works really well. So let me show you guys the product. So working at the shop, you guys know I get super dirty working on metal and stuff, and this stuff cleans me really good. It is a charcoal-based product, so it works really well, and it leaves your skin feeling nice and smooth. So this is what you can be expecting to get from them. Their products are really awesome, and they help reduce breakouts because they have activated charcoal and silic acid in them. I've been using the face wash, and I don't have a lot of breakouts, but it seems to be working pretty good for me. They also keep you ultra hydrated with hyaluronic acid. I definitely said that wrong, but y'all get the point. And they have subtle scents like blue sage and citrus. So that's what I was saying earlier. They have a very subtle scent to them, which I like. It also came with this ingredient glossary, so if you're worried about what's in it and if you can use it, if your skin's gonna react to it, they tell you everything that's in it, so they're not trying to hide anything, which I thought was pretty cool too. I'm supposed to use this in the video as well. I don't know, obviously I'm not gonna shower and use it how I'm supposed to, but I will put it on and just put it on my arms, I guess. Okay, so check it out, it's black. It's a charcoal infused product, like I said. What I like about this stuff is it has a very subtle smell to it, but you can still smell it throughout the day. And when I get super dirty at the shop, when I come home and shower with this stuff, it actually works really well. Cleans really nice, goes on super nice, and leaves my skin feeling super smooth, which is what I like as well with the charcoal infused products. Like I said, if you guys want to go support your boy, go help out. Click the link down in the description. They're going to be giving you guys the face wash and the body wash, and they're also going to be including the body scrubber and the toiletry bag, all for 31 bucks. You can also set it up as scheduled deliveries too, so if you want to do that and that works out good for you, you can do that. Like I said, follow the link in the description. Go support your boy. Thank you guys, and thank you Black Wolf for sponsoring this video. Let's get started with it. Yo, so I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing this video, but I'm making progress. This week is the week before the first week I'm going to take off. So I'm going to be taking off, like I said earlier in the last video, I'm going to be taking the last 2 weeks of May off, and this is the second week of May. And boy, I've got a packed week this week. So I need to do my taxes this week. Yes, I've been slacking. I haven't done my taxes yet. And then actually, like right now, I got this Evo on Saturday night. Pretty cool little car, but I did, it's got my manifold on it. I did the dump tube for it. I did this down pipe down in there too for it. I did this intercooler pipe. Did that all like the past couple nights. And then also, just kind of random, but actually, before I show you that, I have this Integra in here too that I'm building the top mount for. I got to finish up the top mount. And then later today, so this Evo is leaving right now. The dude's coming right now to pick it up. And then later today, I have a Subaru coming by for intercooler piping. Pretty cool little race car. I'll show you guys that. And then after that, today too as well, I have Chris Phillips' car coming in for a parachute mount. So I got to do that all by Wednesday. I do my taxes on Wednesday. So Wednesday I do my taxes, and then Friday, you guys have seen this little Skyline back here behind me. I don't really know much about it, but it is right-hand drive, as you guys can see. It's a good dude. His name is Drew. Super cool guy. Be doing an SCCA style cage in it. It's got a really sick setup on it. Let me show you guys. It's actually really clean and really cool. He had this local shop called Cars do all the intercooler piping and stuff, and man, did it come out good. I think they actually did like the whole wiring and everything, but it's a cool looking car. It's gonna be super cool when it's all done. So this thing, I'm gonna try and have the cage and the seats mounted, and I forgot what else I need to do, but some other stuff, all by Sunday. So I have a couple of days, like I told him, just give me like Monday or Tuesday, just in case it takes me longer than I think it is. But yeah, I got a jam-packed week, and then Monday we're gonna be starting on the RX-7, and I am super excited. Well, hopefully Monday. It might be Tuesday, but it's okay. I'll just extend it into June if I need to. But a whole bunch of stuff has showed up for the RX-7. And by a whole bunch of stuff, I mean, I think this is almost all of it for wiring. I got like a whole bunch of random rolls of wires. Got this battery from John at Bully Racing. Thank you. He had this one laying around and actually gonna work really well. I don't know where I'm gonna mount it yet. What do you guys think? You think I can mount it up here with the battery box, or down below in here, kind of like out of the way. I don't have to make a vent or a battery box for it, but the only thing is they'd be doing burnouts, so I wonder if rubber will get on it. I wonder if it'll be bad for it. I can make a little shield maybe for it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. But I got the cool arc switch panel. I'll show you guys all this later, but I actually just made this list yesterday too for my fuel system. I got all that ordered. Solid state relay, whole bunch of wire. It's not even all of it. There's still some stuff over there too packed away. I also got some seats, as you guys can see. I was gonna, if you remember, I had a Kirky, and I was gonna use a Kirky's, but with the whole roll cage thing and having passengers with me, I knew I was gonna take passengers with me, so I got these head containment seats. They were expensive, but definitely gonna be worth the money. There's no reason to be worried about money if like someone could potentially hit their head on the cage with a Kirky instead of having a head containment seat. So it's whatever. It's just money, right? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter all that much. So got seats. I can mount those up. I'm actually going to be modifying the cage. So as you guys know, this is the first cage I ever built. There's a couple little things in here, mainly like the inner funny car hoop that's weird to me. I don't like it. And then also the top bars, they have huge gaps. Not gaps, but they have like a big gap between the bar and the top of the car. And at first I didn't know how to really do that. I wasn't obviously very skillful when I built my cage, so now I know how to bend them all different and get like a nice fit for everything. So I'm going to redo some of those bars. I'm not too worried about that right now, but yeah, kind of the plans for it. I know this video isn't really, we're not going to be doing much, but it's pretty cool. On my Facebook memories just a couple days ago, I got the memory of when I first moved into the shop here last year. It was in May, I guess, actually, so it's the beginning of May. Moved into the shop a year ago. It's actually, it's just, I don't know, it's crazy to me that I've been here for a year. And I remember like why I was supposed to get to the shop next to me. I don't know if I don't think I was filming very much, but why this shop was for rent and the one next to me was for rent too. And I wanted Wyatt to rent the other one because he was doing his diesel stuff, of course. And like we were going to knock this wall down over here so we could kind of like be together kind of, I guess. But he ended up bailing because it was like right when the pandemic stuff first started. And he was like, dude, I think it might be kind of a risky idea to do it just because, I don't know, honestly, I didn't really have that much work lined up, but I just kind of winged it, and it's one of the best things. It just felt right, so it's one of the best things I have probably done in a very long time. So yeah, just sharing that with y'all. It's been a year here already, which is crazy to me. I wanted to show you guys the work I was doing. So I got that Evo out of here in the same day. They dropped these off. I did this parachute mount for Chris, really cool. It has this little quick release pin right here, so it's super easy to take out. The whole bag and hook mount comes out, so if you was like load on the trailer or whatever, it's super easy. It's just all tied into the factory rear bumper support there. It has like 2 bolts inside on both sides, so pretty cool. And this is Cody's Subaru that I did the intercooler piping on. Gonna be a super cool little car once it's done. Looks really nice and clean, so did all V-bands and stuff for it. Super cool thing. I actually worked out good. I needed some stuff done on my truck. And he owns a diesel shop at 626 up in Fort Collins, and he's like, hey man, well I got this work done and I need it done, so we'll just exchange work, and we got it all worked out. It's pretty cool. He's gonna bring my truck by later and then pick this up, so have these 2 cars out of here later today. And then this Integra, I'm working on this manifold over here. I've got 3 of the runners done, of course, just got to fit them to the collector and stuff, and I just got to build the last one. I should have that done later tonight here, and then I need to take his old turbo kit off. It's in there. The hood's not popped. Let me take his old turbo kit off, install my top mount, build the downpipe. I got to mess with the exhaust too because he's got some exhaust. I guess it's like a weld your own or some shit. I have no clue. I've never seen it before. And then I'll do the intercooler piping on this, and this will leave. And then I get to start on this, and then once this is done, this will be getting started on. So I hope you guys are excited. I have a lot of cool things planned for that once like the first start happens. I have a lot of cool stuff planned for it. I'm ordering stuff like crazy. It has been a ridiculous amount of money I've been spending on it lately, which is whatever. It's just money. But yeah, it kind of doesn't stress me out, but also like I just did my taxes today too. So I went through and got all my expenses and all my income and all the stuff I have. So I'm ready tomorrow for when I go to the tax lady, and I can get that figured out, how much money I'm gonna have to pay in. It's gonna suck, but it's whatever, part of life, right? So another thing I thought was pretty cool too is, so I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but I don't really have I never had a big toolbox. This is the little tool cart I bought 5 years ago when I first started. It's like $200 from Harbor Freight, and I don't know why I've just never upgraded this. I could have upgraded this probably years ago, probably 3 or 4 years ago. It wasn't like a money thing. It was just I never thought about it until one day I looked at all this and I was like, this is chaos. And then I went to Home Depot and I saw one of these and I was like, ooh, I need one, but they didn't have a white one, so I was going to order it, and then it says it's going to take 30 days, and then I happened to go into the Longmont store, and they happened to have one of these in stock, so I got this, and it should be pretty nice, because like, if I've never showed inside my box before, but it's just chaos, like nothing's organized. My wrenches are a nightmare. This, I don't even know what this is, just random shit. And then same with this, just random shit. And then down there, just random shit. So I'm actually going to go, like, I bought some of these mats and stuff to organize it. I bought socket organizers as well. I have American ones, but I don't really ever use them, so I don't think I'm going to put them up here. Put my ratchets and wrenches and stuff up here. I think I'm going to mess with this later tonight. I think also, what do you guys think? I think I already have my mind made up, but I think I'm going to buy almost all new sockets and stuff and like weird things like that, like new, maybe not wrenches. If I'm missing some, I might buy a whole set just so that way I have like all new. I don't know what I'm going to do with those tools in that cart. I'm sure I should save them, right? But I don't know, like, save them and do what with them? I'm not going to use them, so why would I save them? I guess maybe I could put some of the tools like in the trailer maybe for when we go racing, or I'm not sure, because I want to make that tool cart into like a wiring cart. So it'll be perfect for my RX-7 stuff. Like, instead of having my wiring stuff in with all my tools, just have a separate box just for wiring, because I have been getting jobs and people wanting like race car stuff wired. So I just thought that'd be a better idea than just get rid of it or sell it or leave these old tools in it. So it's just a weird little thing I was going to show you guys. I got a little upgrade, and it's kind of just, it's just funny to me that I've had this little cart for 5 years and I've never upgraded it. So yeah, I'm gonna these customers are gonna be coming here really soon to pick this up, and then after that we're gonna kind of plot out the wiring stuff for the RX-7, like where the ECU is gonna mount and all the, like the bus bars, the terminals, and the relay stuff and just all that stuff. So hopefully, I think I'm gonna need Wyatt's help, so I may call him later and FaceTime him and see what his dumb ass is up to. Alright, so I have all the wiring stuff back here like I showed you guys earlier. Now the plan is, just like everybody else, right, in their race cars, I need somebody to be able to sit in here. Now this thing has a ridiculous amount of leg room and actually headroom, just because it's a coupe. The coupes normally do. So what I want to do is, I don't know how I want to do this yet, but I think what I want to do, because my main harness comes through this hole up here. You see that hole up there? The main engine harness and everything comes through there, so it's super easy to just mount, make a big panel, like a big square composite panel right there, and then mount it here instead of on the side. But I don't know if I want it on the side or way up in there. If it's way up in there, it might be harder to reach, where if it's on the side, it might make it easier. You know, like I can make a cool composite panel that goes like here, like comes down and then up and all the way over, like all the way back up to here and here, and then put stuff over here like the ECU. You know, I shouldn't really have to mess with that too much. But like put like all the fuse stuff, the bus bars, and like all that stuff here on the side. Like that'll be on the side of your leg, but there should be no reason why. Like, I feel like I'd rather have the side of your leg by it than your feet. I feel like the chances of your feet like kicking the panel and your feet messing up the wiring and like pulling on the wires is a higher chance than your legs like just like sitting off to the side on it, you know. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just do like this and yeah, because I don't really know like how much room I'm gonna need, but I think that might be our best way to do it. I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing, is putting it on the side there. It might look cool like that, and make it easier to get to, you know, because then I want it to be like trying to go in here and like tuck my arms like this. I'll just be right here on the side of it. So yeah, I hope you guys weren't expecting a super I don't know, I guess I'd just say that because some people come here and they expect like a lot of work to get done and not a lot of talking, but trying to explain what's going on and just show what I'm doing takes a lot of explanation. So some people just want to see big progress being done, but that's not how these cars get built. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut some cardboard out and see if we can start laying some stuff out on it and get an idea of how I want to do all this.
Hello?
Hello?
Why are you filming me, dog?
Well, because I don't know, I didn't know what to make this video, but like, you know, because wiring, right, like it's all like set up, right? Like it takes forever to set it all up, and then actually doing it takes forever too. Yeah, well, you laugh because you're way faster at it, but for me, I'm a dip. So, all right, let me show you what I'm thinking I want to do, and I want to see if you think this is a better idea too. Okay, so I'm gonna have to put the camera down. All right, so I've been doing a whole lot of figuring out. I got like the harness all sprawled out over here. I got this little piece right here that I cut out. This is a piece. So I'm gonna put it like off to the side on the side of the trans tunnel, but this is the little piece I cut. So I'm using like an arc switch panel, which I'll show you guys here. I mean, it's nothing special. Literally just like an 8-way switch, but it's a really cool panel because it comes with this right here. It comes like this little relay center. So basically you just give it like a constant power. And then I'm pretty positive like this is supposed to be mounted to something metal, so that way it grounds out through the chassis. I'm gonna have to make sure. I mean, it has to, because somewhere these relays have to ground, and I'm going to be mounting this to like a piece of 1/8 inch ABS plastic. But I mean, it's not a big deal. I will just run a wire here from this ground to the panel itself, and I'm sure that will ground it out. Actually, oh, look, there you go. As I'm talking, there you go. See, I'm figuring it out as I go. There's a little spot right here to run the ground. So yeah, that'll be super easy. So you're checking it out. You can see this is the ECU. I'm going to mount the ECU over here. This is a solid state relay that I use for my bump box. That is going to get mounted right here. I need to figure out this. This is like a power wire that comes off, and it's got this dumb terminated fuse on it. I don't really know what to do with it, because I can't, like, I need to order the pins for it, and I could shorten the wires and mount it better. I'm not too sure yet. But I got my inputs, outputs right here. So my input, like on the Holley harness, the input outputs actually come with this plug. And as you can see, me, when I did my hood rat wiring on it before, just started cutting them off, and I was just butt connecting them right into them. So what I'm going to end up doing is all these inputs, outputs, I'm going to delume this right here and pull these wires back towards here by the ECU plugs. And then I'm going to run them straight from here, from where the ECU is, straight into the input outputs. I don't need 10 of them. This one is kind of ridiculous, but I will need, I need 8. So I need 8 in, and then they'll go out, obviously. So I'll just, so yeah, obviously this thing would be here. I don't know why I didn't have this here, but yeah, it'll come in through it. Input outputs be right there. It'd be super easy to switch them out and move them around if I need to. This right here will be, I'm not too sure yet. I think this is going to be probably like whatever secondary relays I have on my switch panel will be controlled through here. And then I'm going to have another one of these right here for like switch 12 volt. It'd be nice, because like there's things that it needs to have power while it's cranking, or else the car won't start. So kind of like laying out my switch panel too. It's an 8 switch panel. My ignition, my starter, which would be a momentary button, which is cool with the RX switch panel. You can change it out. My first set of fans, this will be for the main radiator and the trans cooler. Just turn them on at the same time. This secondary fan is going to be for that secondary radiator I have on the side. And then the lights, obviously, like I was talking with Wyatt. What I can do is just use a separate switch for the cabin lights, so that way they don't turn the outside lights on. And I'll just run all the lights, like the running lights and the running lights and the front headlights, off of one switch, and then I can have another switch for interior lights, which will be pretty nice just in case I'm at the track and need to do something inside the car. So I will still have 2 more switches left. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with them, but I guess like as I go, I'm sure some stuff will change, and I might have to have extra switches and whatnot too. So that's the other thing too. Hopefully this wasn't too boring for you guys, but I mean, some of you guys, like if you ever wired race car stuff, like like laying this, like the way I first wired this was a nightmare. Like there's butt connectors everywhere. Like I was just cutting wires off where I literally had like 3 inches of wire and then another butt connector for some reason. Like I had a butt connector spliced into the wire, and then 3 inches of wire and then a butt connector. Like I'm trying to not do this, and I'm trying to make it decent and nice, so that way I don't have to ever wire it again, or when I want to add to it, it's super easy to do. So I was like looking over the harness too, figuring out everything that I have and need. Like this is a diode or whatever for the trans brake, so it can't flow back into the ECU. This is like something for the dash, some other stuff. I actually need to, I'm going to have to go back and look and see like what color wire is what, because these things used to have labels on them, and just me taking the car apart, they got ripped off. Same with a lot of these injector plugs. So I'm going to have to look up the colors on them, and I'm probably going to get new labels made for them. Or maybe like I'll get some paint markers and write on the connector itself. Like they used to have these on here. Right, it says like this right here says cylinder 5. It's like the only one on the odd side that is labeled. All the rest of them aren't. So I need to do some stuff like that and yeah, figure it all out. And then that doesn't even include mounting the solid state relay. I'm probably going to mount that in the back and not have it up in the front. There's really no reason to have that up in the front. And then same with like the battery cutoff switch, mounting the battery. Like there's so much planning and stuff that goes into it, and it's probably not even, I'm sure like as I start going, I'm going to end up changing some stuff. I'm going to need to add some stuff to this little panel up here, which is why I have some extra space on it. A whole lot of talking and explaining. But yeah, it's a lot of setup to this, because I want to make it clean, and I want to make it look like, I mean, this is basically what I do, you know, like my shop. I mean, I don't normally do wiring and stuff like that, but if someone wants me to, I can have it as an option. So like I know how to do it. It's just making it clean is really hard, but there are a lot of people who want stuff like that. So I want to be able to offer that and like be able to showcase my work, I guess. That's basically what my car is just to showcase my work. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get out of here for tonight. I need to come back in the morning and work on this manifold, since I didn't work on it at all. But yeah, I hope you guys are excited. I know I am. I know I'm tired, but I'm excited to finally start working on it. So yeah, I'm gonna go home and get some sleep. It's been a couple of days since I was filming stuff on the RX-7 and I was here filming for you guys. I just finished up this car. This is the Integra. This is that manifold I was working on. I finished it up. He brought it in. I had to do the manifold, the downpipe, intercooler piping. And he had like this exhaust that was supposed to be like a do-it-yourself, so I had to put V-bands on it and mock it all up and stuff. So it took me a little bit more time than it was supposed to, which is always how it seems to go. You already know how it is. So I'm gonna be loading this thing up here in the trailer here in a little bit. So I'm gonna head back home really quick. I'm gonna go eat, do the invoice for this, and then come over here, load it up, take it back to him, and then I think I'm gonna edit this video for y'all. So I know it's a whole lot of talking and stuff. Now we do have one more project still. We have to do this skyline back here. I need to do a 10-point in it. It's probably gonna take me a couple of days. It's all good though. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on it tomorrow, and then take the day off. Well, not take the day off. When I say take the day off, like, and work on my car, it's technically not a day off. It's technically still working and making videos, so I'm still working. So, but we're gonna take a day off, work on the RX-7. I'm gonna see if I can mount the battery on it so tomorrow's Tuesday, so I'm gonna work on that Tuesday, see how far I can get. Wednesday, my phone going off in the background. Wednesday, work on this, try to mount the battery up and get all that stuff situated back there. Some of the fuel system stuff has come in too, so I'm excited for all of it. I got some super fancy stuff coming. Not fancy, but like, I'm putting a whole bunch of little I'm putting a whole bunch of time into all the little details, which is the point of this car. So you already know how it is. Anyways, I'm done rambling. I rambled a whole bunch in this video. I'm sorry if some of y'all thought it was boring, but this is all the lead up to being able to work on the car and finish it. So we are a little bit behind, kind of how it goes. I'm not in a rush, but I want to take the time and get it done. So yeah, that's where we're at with the car. I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you guys. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.